Hello, my name is Mirgani Ahmed, and I will be presenting a literature review of the relationship between diversity and organizational performance as part of my MBA in Trinity Western University and as part of the course Human Resource Management, which was instructed by Professor Jani McKay. So I will start about the objective of these theses. So personally, when I chosen this topic, I wanted to know if diversity is really impacting the organization performance, or it's just a PR thing. It's a public relation thing. It's kind of a marketing thing. So I've chosen this topic to analyze the state of researches that have been done about the diversity and organization performance. So the thesis statement is the relationship between diversity and organization performance is a complex, dynamic, and ever-changing phenomenon. So the effectiveness of the metrics used to link diversity and organizational performance plays a crucial role in understanding the impact of diversity and on organization performance outcomes. The research question is what are the current states of research done regarding the relationship between diversity influences on organizational performance outcomes and what metrics are used to link diversity and organizational performance outcomes. So I have done the literature review on 12 of scientific research papers as part of other people PhDs or other part of research department and journals, and I've kind of summarized the main common thing between them, and I'll be discussing it in this presentation. So age diversity is one of the criteria that I have took in consideration to see the researches done about it. And one of the literature reviews or one of the researches that I have looked at it is done by Jamshid, and he used 176 questionnaires, and each question has 6-point Likert scales, mean starting from strongly disagree up to a strongly agree, and he have chosen 176 employee to ask them about the age diversity. So in this research, we found that age diversity has a direct impact on the operational cost. So the operational cost in that companies decreases by having different age diversity, where other companies will have a certain level or age of all the people working there, they have more operational cost. So we can say in general, having an age diversity in a company could decrease the operational cost, which will lead to a higher revenues or a better organizational performance. A second one that have been done is the gender diversity in sales department. So on gender diversity in sales department, a research have been done by using a regression analysis matrix, found that gender diversity in the sales improved significantly the sales. So when there is a gender diversity in sales department, the sales goes up, which also mean operational performance is better. On the other hand, in the same research, age diversity also approved the previous research that it decreases operational cost and increases operational performance. A third type is educational diversity. So a study have been done by Jin Nam Choi. He uses a 2 years time lagged method for 256 companies. So he collected data from 256 companies. The data is for 2 years, and they're all from uh, different industries and different companies' culture. And they found that educational diversity has a direct impact on innovative culture. So when the company has different background of educations, that will lead to more innovative company, to more innovative culture for that organization, which always lead to better products, better performance in terms of revenue and so on and so on. So this also has a direct impact to organization and performance. Another one where we have took in consideration is the racial diversity. So this one actually was a little bit interesting. I was always wondering, is racial diversity has a direct impact on a company? How can be different races increase the performance of a company? So I found this research was used a hypothesis test by longitude data. They found that the racial diversity increases the reputation of the company, not the performance or the product in the company itself. So it's more like a marketing for a company. So when a company has different racial, the reputation of that company increases more and more, and eventually will lead to more revenue and more profits. So it does has a connection between racial diversity and the organization performance, but it's an indirect way. Um, it will help in the marketing more than the product and or the services itself. Lastly, the gender diversity in board, in the top management board, increases the image of corporate social responsibility in in the market. So again, gender diversity might not have a direct impact on the services or the product of the organizational, but it increases the reputation as well through corporate social responsibility. So basically what I can summarize for these two is the racial diversity and gender diversity could improve the organizational behavior or performance, but in indirect way through marketing a more better reputation for the company, especially for the gender diversity. People are being more aware of the corporate social responsibility after the frauds happen in Enron companies and big frauds that happens in the last years. People will be looking more on what this company is doing for the social responsibility. So what recommendation I could give for the current researches in the current research is available is, I believe we could use more advanced data or more analytics ways using AI technology, for an example, to collect bigger data and analyze more complex pattern algorithm. Because when we have a bigger data, we usually will have more accurate results. So that's why we need more data to come out with a really accurate result for the researchers. Second, we could have more qualitative researches instead of quantitative researches. Most of the researchers are looking on having a large data as possible without looking into consideration the quality of the data itself. So if we could have more focus interviews instead of questionnaires, if we could go to the market and ask people how would diversity uh, affect the organization that you work in, or how the diversity of a company will affect the consumer of buying for buying these products or not. Lastly, we have to analyze the diversity and its impact on the employee retention. So when an employee leave a company, we have to have an interview with them and ask them, was diversity one of the reasons you left the companies? Because if there is more employee retention due to non-diversity in the organization, that would definitely have a direct impact on the organization performance. So that's one of the recommendation as well. So as a conclusion, I would say that there are sufficient evidence available by researchers that there is a direct impact between diversity and organizational performance. However, I believe that age, gender, and educational diversity has more reliable proven direct impact on organization performance rather than the racial diversity, which mostly have been proven to give the organization better reputation or more marketing rather than the operational itself. Lastly, I would say that the metrics used to come out with these researches or these results are kind of a moderate level of accuracy, and that could be improved by implementing more of the AI technology or by using big data to have accurate and high level of accuracy for these researches. So lastly, thank you for watching this presentation, and thank you for giving the time to listen to it. I hope this was useful and informative presentation. And here are some of the references that I mentioned that I have taken. I've just taken around 5 of the 12 references to do this presentation. If you need more information, you will find it in the references list. Thank you.